this is Ruth with Rambling with Ruth. So I have a very funny story to tell you. I just sat here and chit-chatted for 30 minutes, and guess what? I had my camera selected instead of the video function on my phone selected, so that's embarrassing. So I did get a little bit more done. I'm still on 310 black on my Silky sunflower stamp kit. And so I think I forgot to introduce myself. I am Ruth, here with Rambling with Ruth, and this is a Silky Saturday edition. So I know 310 is probably not the most exciting thing to watch, but I know that when I watch stitch-alongs, it's more like for the company while I am stitching as opposed to, you know, actually watching the person stitch. But if you happen to like just watching people stitch, then hey, more power to you. I just know that I like the company, and so I'm assuming most people who do watch these videos are in the same boat as I. So let's see. I am filming this on Friday night just so it's processed and uploaded in time for Saturday. Fortunately, it was a quiet Friday at work, and so I got to leave work on time as opposed to not on time, which is always a very nice thing. And then, so tonight for dinner, we're going to be having the last bit of leftover meatloaf, thankfully. With meatloaf, it's really difficult to come up with new dishes, so it's basically meatloaf and potatoes, or meatloaf and rice. But it is what it is. I think my next set of cooking will be baked chicken, because then you can have the chicken fresh and then make stuff like chicken fried rice or casseroles with it. So that'll be at least more diverse than something as specific as meatloaf. So I'm here in North Carolina in the United States. So this is the start of the 3-day Memorial Day weekend. And so I plan on having a low-key weekend, probably with a fair amount of stitching. I am going over to visit some family on Memorial Day, which is Monday, for one of my nieces. It's her birthday, and so I have a tendency to want to go over and drop off with the birthday bunny accidentally left at my house as opposed to her house on her birthday. So that'll be fun. I get to see the kids. They're 3, 5, and 12, and they live about an hour and 15 minutes away, probably closer to an hour and 15 minutes away. So Monday, most of the day will be spent driving over there, visiting. They might be doing a cookout. So, and Memorial Day is the official start of summer here in the United States, which means it's also the start of cookouts for hot dogs and hamburgers. So I might stick around and celebrate with a cookout. So what's your favorite things to grill? Mine actually is probably either chicken or steak. If it's a special occasion, definitely a steak. But normally I opt for the chicken as opposed to hamburgers and hot dogs. But that's just me. So growing up, we used to have this thing called our celebratory special dinner for like birthdays and stuff like that. And it comprised of New York strip steaks. And then we made German potato salad. And then corn on the cob. And then there was something else. Oh, yes, baked beans. We would get a can of Bush's baked beans. Has to be Bush's. And then you add extra ketchup, mustard, vinegar, brown sugar, and then you like kind of pre-cook bacon on the stovetop. and stick it on top, and then stick it in the oven until everything's bubbling and the bacon's nice and crispy. But that's not what my extended family does that live close by to me. So it's normally, because they have little kids, it's hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, and then ice cream for dessert, and like fresh fruit. The girls are a big fan of strawberries and blueberries, so there'll be some kind of fresh fruit, which is always very delicious. So it'll just be nice visiting with family and having that extra day off, even though I'll be traveling not very far, but traveling nonetheless, which is fine. I'm probably going to end this thread here. Like I said, I had planned on doing two needles worth of thread, but because I had my snafu earlier, and I really hope I did verify that I had the video selected instead of camera, so we'll see if I actually get a video out to you tomorrow. But if I don't, I'll just get up early and stitch again. I don't really like stitching in this stand because I have to, I prefer sitting in my recliner just for back support. So, but I will make do and take one for the proverbial team just to get some videos out. I'm trying to stay committed even though this is a hobby. So there's that. Okay, let's go ahead and end this this needle. I remembered what this was called. It's called a pin stitch when you go up in the middle of the Ada and then you go back down to kind of like hide it in between whatever the fiber term is for what it is. So we'll flip it around, weave in the ends, and then call it. So I hope you have a pleasant day, and I'm glad you could join some time with me, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.